Hello, I'm Miss Jeanette, and this is lesson 8 in our beginning crochet series. Today we're going to talk about magic circles. I'm using cotton yarn again. This is my favorite for making dishcloths. The white is pretty, but this is kind of got a tan color to it and the little specks in it. And in my opinion, it's a little bit nicer just because it doesn't show the dirt from using it quite as or the stains or whatever from using it quite as quickly. Okay, just for the sake of getting through this a little quicker, I've begun with a chain 8. So let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just going to show you the difference. So this one is just a regular circle, which for decades was the way you did circles. Somebody figured out the magic circle or made it more public or whatever it is. So I did a slip stitch to connect them, chain 1. I'm going to do 8 single crochets. Okay, you counting with me? Always count your stitches. Remember, that's very important. And I'm crocheting over this. This is stitch 3. I don't count my single crochet. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to laugh at myself because in my last video I was saying I was perfectionist, and then I was like, oh, I don't care if that's right or not. Yeah, well, because I knew I was going to tear it back out. Okay, so I'm going to attach it right here. So another slip stitch, attach it. Plus, I'm looking through my phone instead of directly at the project. So it makes it just a little bit harder. Okay, so this is the tail. So this is it'll look less messy if I, once I start going more and more around. But I just wanted to show you. You've got this hole here. And some, I wish I could, there we go. Some patterns will have you, like, I'm just doing this for the purposes of showing you. A lot of times you'll end up with a much smaller hole, like maybe that big. Or maybe even smaller, just depending on the pattern and what they're asking you to do. Okay, so that's, that's using the tried and true traditional, there we go, traditional method of just making a circle and doing the crochets in the circle, slip stitching and doing them in the circle. Okay, so this, I didn't think about that my background was red. I have a daughter whose favorite color is red, so I have lots of red things. Now we're going to do the magic circle. So you want to take 2 fingers on your non-dominant hand, and you're going to short in on your pointer finger, wrap it, and then wrap it a second time so that you've made an X across your fingers. Okay, now I'm barely keeping it kind of in place with my next finger. So I'm going to go under the first, I'm going to use the top, I'm going to use the top part of the X only, and I'm going to go under the first and grab the yarn. Oops, tuck on. This is harder. I just practiced a bunch of times. I'm going to make my top a little bit bigger to make it easier. Grab that yarn, and then you're going to go over the top of the X and grab the same yarn and pull it through your loop. I don't know why I have an older phone, and I'm convinced that they want me to buy a new one because my camera has been messing up like crazy for no particular reason. So anyway, but I don't need a new one. I insist. Let's try that again. So we're going to make an X, and we're going to make the top part of the X bigger than the bottom part and use this finger to hold it in place. Okay, you go under the first one, grab the second one and pull it through, kind of twist your hook so you have a loop there, and then you're going to go back over the first one and grab that same yarn and pull it through that loop. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, so now we've got one loop on the hook. Now I can let go of this. I got all kinds of twisted. Okay, and I'm going to do 8 again. 2 single crochet. 1, 2, you're counting with me because we always count our stitches. 3, 4. And when you do a pattern, you'll find out why it's, besides getting the right shape, not, you know, increasing or decreasing accidentally. I stopped counting. You'll find out that your pattern won't work right if you're not counting your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just doing single crochets. 7. And 8. Okay, are you ready for the magic? Okay, I'm going to take this short end here and I'm going to pull it. Ooh. Magic circle. Now I have a magic circle. I have a circle. I'm going to slip into my first single crochet here. Oops, helps if you use the right slip stitch. And I've got my circle and it's a lot smaller. I can even pull it smaller so there's no hole. So I really like this for hats, you know, because then you don't have that hole in the top. But in any case, magic circle.